So today I'm using the Mermaid Scale impression mat from Soap Supply, and you can see I tested just this first portion to see if it would work. Kind of just painting on mica. And hopefully it will transfer to the top. So I'm going to be doing a sea themed with the seahorse. I have mini shells, starfish, fish, and as you can see, they are in kind of some bold, non-traditional ocean colors. This whole loaf is going to be like that. I have plenty of regular ocean themed and colored soap for the summer, so I decided to have some fun with this one, and it's a mermaid scale, so come on, it's screaming for some fun color. I don't have a mermaid extruder disc, and I played around with creating one, but I wasn't happy with anything I had. But I did have the seahorse, which I really wanted to play with, so I decided that I was going to do that, and I think it will work with the mermaid scales. But yeah, so this is just a little time consuming, but I'm basically just brushing on the mica. Now I'm actually going to try laying this on top of the soap rather than putting it in the on the bottom, which I hope will work. I hope I don't get air gaps. 2, I hope it all infills. But I want this design on the top. I don't want it on the bottom with the sand design. So I am going, and I don't want to try and create this design upside down. There's just too many elements, and I'm afraid that it will go wonky. So I rather try and lay it on top. So fingers crossed that it will work. I'm just going to go ahead and finish coloring in the rest of this mat, and then we'll come back and actually make the soap. So yeah, there you have it. So this soap is my fun and wacky colors in an ocean themed. So we got these colors, fairly subdued kind of, and then bright pink. So these are shells that are going to go in the sand. And I did stick blend this so it would start to set up relatively quickly. So yeah, anyways, sorry, I'm focused. I am going to get this in, then I am going to hopefully do kind of a ombre purple to blue sea And then I have my top. Can you see that? The mermaid tail, or mermaid scale, sorry, that I will put on top for the impression mat, which hopefully will all work out. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going with this and speed it up a bit because it's gonna take me a little bit to pour all of it, and then we'll come back and cut it tomorrow and see what masterpiece I have. Okay, so this is interesting. It picked it up on some, but not the others. And what I realized is the soap didn't infill this completely. So when I put it on top and laid it down, all the gaps did not, like, they just didn't get filled. So I got, and because this is pretty deep, like, it got part of it, but not all of it. So moral of the story is, I think I needed to put it in the loaf and pour it on the loaf so that the soap infilled the whole mat and picked up the colors. So that's a little disappointing. I think when I cut it, you won't even know with these bars where it didn't pick it up. It'll just look like scales, which is fine. These, obviously, it will only look partially covered because the soap only infilled part of it. Lessons learned. I'll probably try this again, but put it like in the mold and obviously do a different design, but a little disappointing. That's not the mat's fault, that's my own fault, so I can't get too upset over it. I mean, you do get all of those scales, like the lines did go in, it's just it didn't infill all of the voids for the scales, which I was kind of afraid of happening anyways. Just didn't think it would be this bad. Again, I think when I cut it and it's on the bar, it's not gonna be awful. Like, I think it will be fine, especially once we see the inside. Like, but I'm just a little disappointed in myself. Live and learn. At least now you know the mistakes that I made, so if you use this impression mat, don't do the same thing I did. Oh well, is what it is. Let me pull out the cutter and then I'll cut this and we can at least see what the inside looks like. Look at that craziness. The ombre was getting thick and it wasn't perfect, and I knew that that was going to happen because this fragrance doesn't accelerate, but it does start to get thick a little quick. I mean, the top, like I said, it's not bad. I will take it. And like I said, when you have the bars cut individually, honestly, I think it's still fine. Oh my gosh. Look at all those tiny shells, starfish, the seaweed. That fish is a little wonky. It smells so good. It's cherry lemonade twist from Midwest Fragrance. I love all things cherry, but this is yummy. It's fun. It's what I was going for, just a little bit of whimsy in an atypical color choice. I like it. I will take it. Oops! That fish. I knew I should have put it more centered, but it was already in by the time I was putting the starfish in, or the seahorse, sorry, and I wasn't going digging for it, so I hope that I missed it, but obviously on some of them it got a little too close. It's okay. It's still fun. And I like the color choice. And I said the mermaid scales. I know what to do next time. I love the craziness of the bottom, like all the different shells and the fish and the seaweed, and it might be overkill, but I think it works with this soap. It's just fun and whimsical, and then same thing with the non-standard color choices. They make me smile. I am glad with the color scheme I went. And do you notice I've pretty much avoided air gaps? Tiny little bit there, but I did try and infill both those little grooves before I placed it in to try and make sure that I didn't have air gaps, and it looks like I succeeded. It's a little bit of black soap dough that was obviously in the pink, but it looks like an eye. I like it. It's not perfect, but it's still cool. Let me know what you think.